Say what you wanna say, I won't go back. If you wanna hit the road, then let's go then. Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see it shine.
So welcome back to the tutorial for oil and water. So for this trick you will need 4 black cards and 12 red cards. It's up to you. You can take picture cards and number cards, or it's up to you, right? And to do this trick, it's mostly self-working trick, but you just need to keep the process in mind, the steps in mind, right? So the first step is mixing these 4 black cards into these red cards, but make sure that your red cards are face down, right? So this is the step where you can even ask the spectator to shuffle the cards any way they want. For example, I'm mixing them like this, but even after mixing them, I can have the spectator shuffle them, right, completely. And this is the only step where you will have the spectator shuffle these cards, mix these cards any way you want, right? And then after doing this step, you can let the spectator see these cards and say that it looks like they are shuffled, but they are not, because the black cards are still face up and all the red cards are face down. So then we go to the next step. So this is the step which is a little bit tricky, but because it can confuse you. But what you need to remember is you just need to alternate each card, right? In a way that so to remember this step, what you need to do is you just need to remember same and reverse, right? So when you do this step, just keep saying this in your mind: same, reverse, 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 same, and reverse. Okay, so that way you won't be confused. And this is the step where you cannot shuffle the cards, but you can cut the cards, right? So you can cut the cards like this, and you can even take few and instead of cutting it just like a normal deck, you can just take few cards and just place it at the bottom of the pile, right? And if you want, you can play with the words, and instead of saying cut, you can say, see, I'm shuffling the cards, right? I'm taking some cards and placing it at the bottom and something like that, but actually you're just cutting the cards. So cutting the cards does not change the relative position of this entire pile, and that's what we want. So at this step, you can even show the spectator that, look, the cards are looking like they are getting mixed now, right? And then you go to the next step. So you start by saying that now we are going to take it up a level, and I'm going to take 2 cards at a time, right? And at this step, you can even involve the spectator, right? So what you do is you take 2 cards at a time, and you ask the spectator if they want it face up or face down, but make sure that you or instead of saying face up, face down, you can say if you want it like this or reverse, right? This or reverse. So both the cards need to go hand in hand in this case. So for example, I want to reverse this, I want this as it is, I want to reverse this as it is, reverse this, reverse this, reverse this as it is, right? So you can do anything, I mean any random choices here, that's fine. Okay, and again this step you cannot shuffle the cards, so you can just cut the cards like this, right? You can just cut the cards like this, and then we go to the next step. So now you say that now I'm going to take 4 cards at a time and shuffle it even more, right? So again in this step also you can involve the spectator, but instead of dealing with 2 cards at a time, we are dealing with 4 cards. So now at this step you'll say that, okay, I want 4 cards. You can ask the spectator, involve the spectator. I mean that's definitely a good thing to do. It adds on to the effect. So you can say, okay, you want 4 cards upside down, face up or reverse. Let's say he says face up. What about these 4? Okay, reverse. What about these 4? Reverse. What about these 4? As it is. Okay, and here again you can give these cards a cut, or the spectator can give it a cut. At this point you can again show that, see, the cards are getting mixed thoroughly now. You can see the red, black and the face down cards are mixed well, right? And now comes the 5th step, right? At this step what you do is you just tell the spectator that you are going to divide these cards into 4 piles, so that you can show them exactly how mixed these cards are. So just take the cards from the top and mix them into 4 piles, just like this, right? So that the spectator can see that the cards are getting mixed. And here is where you do the main trick. So what you do is you take the outermost pile outermost two piles and put it on top of the innermost two piles, and then take the innermost two piles and then just put them on top of each other just like this, and do this step quickly so that the spectator doesn't notice what's going on. Okay, so you just take these 4 piles and then you say, okay, let me put this back together, right? And at this point, if you see, only the black cards are face down, right? But don't put them like this, put them the other way around, right? Just like this. In fact, you can just cut the cards at this point so that you have the red cards face up, and then you just say that, okay, let me shake these cards, and just like that, all the red cards separated. And if you see, there are 4 face down cards in here, right? Where's the 4th one? Yeah, here. And then you can just reveal that these have been separated. The red and the black cards have been separated just like oil and water. So that's a great effect in the end to reveal that, in spite of doing all these shuffles, with just a simple shake, you have actually created 2 separate piles of red and black water, separated these 2 different colored cards, right? So that is the trick. I mean, it's a very simple trick to do. It's mostly self-working if you remember each and every step of this trick. And yeah, I hope you like this tutorial. So yeah, please like, share and follow for more amazing tricks, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.